Hello everyone and welcome back. Thank you so kindly for joining me this Saturday for a Catalina corporate to Catalina Island in California, and we're out here on the ramp North Las Vegas Airport. I'm going to be flying down from Nevada, Las Vegas City down to California, Catalina Island in Cessna Citation X, of course, the C750, and today we are pretty chilled out. So we don't have to worry too much, and as usual guys, thank you so much for all the ongoing sort of interest in the channel and the flights and things. It's great to see it. So today our flight plan requires us to do what we're going to do. We're going to do the let's do this one and have a look at it. It's going to require us to take probably a full load of people, I'm guessing. Let's just check the flight plan rules here. I'm going to change the fuel weight and balance. Since the last update in Explain 12, there has been some new changes. I pointed them out on the Beechcraft Baron 5.8. If you look here, they've also added the ability to call a GPU unit, so we're going to go ahead and call that now. Again, a new feature which was not available there before. And of course we still have to wait for it. So let's get on with the fuel and the weight and balance. That includes passengers and other things. So we've got a few traffic aircraft in the area. It looks like 747s, potentially A380s there coming into Las Vegas. So we've gone from a slightly quiet airport because we're corporate today, so we don't want to keep people waiting. So here we go, 2000 on the fuel. Let's go ahead and put as that much in, and we're going to get our weight and balance. The routing today is pretty straightforward, about 1 hour 20 estimated. We have 8 people on board. Okay, that's not too bad. 2 packs, 4 packs there, and we'll stick 2 in the back. Awesome, I think that's how it calculates it. We'll have to change it if we need to. Again, the baggage cargo weight 0.2, that'll be about 200 kg on there, so let's go ahead and enter that. GPU is now connected, thank goodness, and it has in fact showed up. So let's go ahead and hop in the aircraft and get on with some of our pre-flight checks. It's supposed to be an X checklist today, so let's get that up. X checklist not displaying. Maybe if you'd like that, press the S key. Awesome, it's been a while since I've been in the Citation X, so probably do need this. Cool. Let's just reverse the axes so everything is as it should be. Battery switches 1 and 2 coming on. ICAS. Refuel is needed, and we've checked the imbalance is less than 200. The ICAS fuel page comes off, and of course then we move over to things like the standby power goes to test on, and passenger cargo boarded and checked. Indeed, 1 and 2 batteries yet to gain. External power, so we will stick that on today. Let's go ahead and do that. Avionics and ICAS, left and right generator switches, fuel boosts. You can hear them as well on the aircraft. It sounds so nice to hear them. We've got a great little sound there. Okay, FADEC, excuse me, pressing it all over. It should reset the FADEC. Center wing transfer to normal. Emergency lights to on, and then to armed mode. And of course passenger lights and things sorted. I'm going to stick the interior master switch on nice and early for them. Instrument lights set. Passenger oxygen is automatic. Master warning and master caution. Windshield heaters, so we're running at 18 degrees. I'm not sure we're going to need a windshield heat, but we'll stick them on anyway. Auxiliary pump for the cycle of the brake. There we go, very quick. And the seat belts on. Recognition lights on. Navigation lights, and we probably don't need tail flood in the daytime. You'd think not anyway. Engine bleed air, cool. So go for the start already. ABU master. The AP on, yeah, I've missed this plane, guys. I've been experimenting with a new one, so to hop back in the Cessna Citation X, especially for something like this, the Catalina Island. Really excited to do it. I was thinking about when the last time I actually flew to Catalina was, and it was way back, if you can believe it, on Flight Simulator X, a game which came out like 20 years ago now, but still has some of the best aviation missions on it. So yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? I hope the aircraft isn't too loud or too quiet. If it is, you guys, please let me know. I'm going to go ahead and shut the door now. We're all loaded up. APU generators and APU bleed air on. Cabin and cockpit packs on. Let's get our flight plan loaded and make sure we initialized our position. Okay, KVGT, I'm going to be going to Catalina Island, so let's get our flight plan up. And we should be able to pre-download it. But I'm going to check where our KAVX, so we're going to load that up and make sure we get the correct one. Yes, there's only one in there. And we have a cruising altitude today of, we've got a step climb in there, we got a little bit of a step climb there, so 17,000 and then 16,000. Seems really low actually, that's 170, 17,000. Again, it could be the sim brief, it tends to give you very odd altitudes in the Citation X, so yeah, very odd. But it has in fact given us 17,000, so we might as well keep it. Okay, let's check everything here. The initial cruising altitude is 70. I'm not even going to cross transition at this rate, but I think the transition for this airport is probably lower than that. Yeah, so, oh, it is 18,000 as well, so we're barely above transition level. And what is the QNH actually while we're around it? 3008, of course, we're on the American system now, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and set that in. Now we do that on the co-pilot side as well. Right, his is, okay, I see, so it'll pop up. We just copy this one to go 1019. And that way it takes any guesswork out of converting them QNH to inches. Cool. Lifetime downloaded, let's get our rest of our performance done. Enough fuel on board, we're going to get going soon as well. Takeoff. 5 degrees of flaps today. And we have a V2 speed of 139, so we'll add probably 10 or 20 knots onto that and climb out speed. Cool, I really hope you guys can see this stream. If not, you can always watch it afterwards as a replay. I know there's some of you who do, and appreciate you all watching and joining me. If you got any suggestions for the just how to fly, that's more than welcome. Oh, we've got potentially a new thing there, the NAN, IND. Cruise altitude, no speeds come up yet. 04, we can cross check that with our flight plan. We are expecting to depart here. 04, oh no, 30 left. Interesting. I wonder if that's giving us the wrong airport. KAVX, so that's not right, is it? KVGT. Wonder why it's done that. That's odd, isn't it? Oh, I see. Landing, my mistake. My silly mistake. 04 for landing, and it looks like there's no SIDs or stars today. Oh, we got one SID. We got one SID. Just no star procedures. Okay, there's the landing reference, but it will change depending on the weight. Aircraft doors and the external powers coming off now. We're going to do the rotary test. Make sure everything illuminates as expected. Very bright colours. I was so glad when they improved the saturation things of the lights in that April update there. It was great. Master warning is not going off. Help if we turn that off. Okay, auxiliary pump A is coming back on to retract those slats. PFD selection, of course, to FMS. Lateral navigation and vertical speed mode. Been a while, guys. Been a while. I'm going to change that there. Lateral navigation and flight level change, isn't it? Right, there we go. and hopefully we can adjust that to 180. It's just an estimate, guys. 180. Obviously, our V speeds are slightly different. If you go down here to V speeds, we have 139 there, so we'll plus 20 onto that, about 160, 180. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Yaw damper. Okay, yaw damper is coming on, and the Mac trim. I think I've got a switch assigned to that. Yeah, I have got a switch. Respond to frequency. There's no ATC available. We've been given a automatic squawk code of 5134. I'm going to tune that to standby mode, and we're going to do our heading set to runway. So we'll just check the runway here. 30 left. We'll set that now with 30 on the course as well. Potentially, because there will be the actual heading maybe 5 or 6 degrees off, so maybe more like 295 or something. Okay, that is right, yeah, 295 or 30. Altitudes, we're going to select straight up to according to the charts, not the chart but the FMC here. We have a 7,000 limit, 10,000 feet limit until we clear the area, so we may as well just fly the route as programmed. We'll set 17,000 on the altitude anyway. It seems super low. Hey, barometric minimums. Let's try and figure out how to do that again. Maybe not that one, is it that one? Usually get a line down there to tell you where the minimums are, so you'll see it going up and down, but in this case there's nothing. Anyway, we want about 1220 feet. Excuse me, I wonder why that's done that, because usually we'd have, yeah, it's not popping up. I wonder if that's a change in the updates. Anyway, ground recognition lights, the beacons, can't quite see them in the weather, but they are on. Yeah, just about. We do need to get rid of that GPU unit as well. Cabin and cockpit pack to come off for the start. Very quiet in the cockpit. I wonder if my sounds changed, or if they've updated the sounds to make it a little bit quieter. Anyway, the right engine's coming on now. We're going to get that started. Introduce, not on that engine but on the starting engine, and introduce the fuel. It does look a little bit dark in here as well. Yes, these ones seem a little bit darker than usual. Maybe we should crank the brightness up just a bit. A little bit better. Okay, there's number 1. Let's go for the left engine. Go. There's the throttle's nice and idle. Great to be back in the plane. I'm going to be so glad to get the Catalina. I mean, it is a short runway. If anyone read the description, you'll know it's really testing the Citation X's limits. You should probably check our weight and balance one more time, because we had 8 people expected. Sometimes the performance doesn't, so we got 6, so in that case we probably need to add some more on. That's fine. Just adjust the weights here until it gives us, there we go, 8 people. Cool, so the engines have come online nice and quickly. Let's go ahead and get the rest of the checklist done. The left engine started, the ICAS fuel page, let's check that. Everything's looking good. I'm keeping it on engine though, so you can see what the temps are. Engine bleed down to low, and cockpit packs on. Pressurization is and remain pretty low today. Like I say, guys, sim brief gave me the odd altitudes. Hydrostatic and flaps 55. Let's go ahead and do that. Pitch trim, we're going to trim for the green zone. They are at 5, aren't they? Have they gone a bit further than it? Yes, I think I'll have to use the switch today rather than the lever. That's no problem. We're in the green zone. I'd say trim it slightly to the end there rather than in the centre. Cool. Got roll control, pitch control, and we should have rudder control as well. Hoping it can not going to break out on me again. Let's get the joystick. Let's just cancel. I've been using my controller a bit lately. Nothing programmed onto that, thankfully. Hey, speed brake handle, fully check. Not going to be able to look out the window, but that's fine. Text lights on. It's all coming back to me now. Get AC clearance. We want 030, don't we, for departure? So there's 30. 30 left, so it looks like you're going to text down Bravo and then hold it short 30 left. This is North Las Vegas. I'm going to tune it into the Unicom as well, that would help. .22.8. Alright. North Las Vegas traffic, November 750 Juliet Bravo, taxi into runway 30 left via Bravo. It's as simple as that, guys. We're going to literally straight along that taxiway, Bravo, all the way down to 30 left. Let's get going. Parking brake is released, and we have movement. I'm going to set the brakes and things on the go. Awesome. Welcome in. Get settled in, everyone. Oh, of course, I need to sort out the... I knew this would happen, guys. Maybe I should just unplug the controller finally. Let's see if that'll help. Still nothing. Very odd, very odd. Once you've used a controller that conflicts with another controller, it becomes a little bit difficult then to just spawn in, and even though nothing's assigned to your, to just spawn in and have it work. So you have to constantly, I don't know why, I constantly select your and then turn it off. And then it will give you full control over the tiller steering and yaw via the throttles and yoke, etc. Right, it's really great to be back. Let's get going from North Las Vegas to Catalina Island. Costs quite a bit, this does. Something like 5-6 grand per person. Probably more than that, probably more like 8 or 9. I don't know if it's they've stabilised some of the physics or what, but it just seems a lot more stable, especially on the ground handling. Usually it would veer all over the place. The ground wheel steer is pretty good actually at the moment. As you can see though, the Cessna Citation is such a beast. It goes so fast with the littlest amount of power. And you know, you end up braking and things like that. Right. We don't want to burn our brakes out on taxi. We're going to take the Bravo turn here. And I'm going to turn those floodlights off. We're not exactly in the dark, are we? Taxi clearance. Yeah, it does feel much like they've adjusted the sound. I don't know if that's just me because I haven't flown it for a while. Then the echo's sort of naturally quieter, isn't it? Turn the volume up for you guys because I think it's probably a little bit quiet for you too. So on this departure we will probably be flying over Vegas Central once again. We will fly over the strip. As you can see there, we're going to be making that turn out, and then it's turning round and flying in that direction, of course, to take the southbound down to Catalina. I think in this instance we're probably going to have to use the entirety of the runway. We're semi-fully loaded with 8 people in the back there, plus ourselves, so that's 8 people altogether, and we've got a ton of fuel on board. Relatively short flight, but still we want as much room as possible. We're a big jet. Okay, let's hold short here. We've got 30 on the left. And stick our parking brake on to get the rest of the checklist done. So ground recognition, so this will be the strobe lights. Strobe lights on. Landing lights and safety lights. Let's get our transponder on. Let's get on to altitude, test and then altitude. You can see there it does it on the co-pilot side as well. I really like that feature, just saves you from having to reach over, parking brake, and then we'll get lined up and check the pedals. North Las Vegas Airport traffic, November 750 Juliet Bravo, departing runway 30 left to the south. We are an IFR flight today, guys, but sometimes it's just easy to say that, isn't it? Yeah, it's super quiet. If anybody wants me to adjust the game settings, I can do, but I think it's just the cockpit. They've adjusted the internal sounds. So let's do the rest of the checklist. So we're meant to hold our brakes full. It's actually a relatively, not as short as the 30 right, but a similar size. Still pretty short compared to the international airport. So pedal brakes full press. Let's just check our takeoff. Okay, we'll keep that on in the corner there. Let's get going. Engine coming live. Takeoff for a set. knots. V1, rotate. Going off the airport runway then a little bit. Positive rate climb, just about. Gear coming up. Yeah, a little bit bumpy there at the end. We were struggling to maintain centre line. Like that departing turn. Autopilot's coming on. Flaps are coming up. Thrust is incline setting. I'm going to track the slats as well, and we're going to increase that speed via the vertical speed mode. We're going to put vertical navigation on. and may limit us to, I think it was 7,000 feet, wasn't it? Well, 3,700, and then we'll continue. Might as well just climb directly up to our altitude of 17,000. Never gets old flying from Las Vegas. I love it. It's one of the better airports, especially for scenery. As you can see down there, huge estates, huge golf course, and the strip is going to be passed over in a minute. Okay, cabin pressurization, so that's good. It's looking pretty good at the moment. I can just about see it there on the green dial. Altimeter, so we're not going to cross transition today, which is 18,000 feet. Okay, when we get above 10,000, it looks like we're going to be turning everything off. The APU, the seatbelt signs, the landing lights, and then put the engine sync on at 18,000. We probably won't even get to that altitude. We may as well just, yeah, skip that checklist because I know it already. So we're at 11,000. Let's turn the landing lights off. Seatbelt signs. Are we going to the next waypoint? I think we are just about. 12,000 feet, 270 knots. The game is super smooth today. I don't know what it is. Maybe it is the update. They've improved the performance of it. It's running a lot less on the GPU, let's say, and maintaining a pretty good frame rate. So there's the airport and there's Vegas Strip. It doesn't look quite the same in the daytime, does it? You can still see the pyramid light though. Yeah, super steady. Is G camera on? It is. It's things are looking a lot more smooth. Maybe I should contact them and get an answer from them. I'm going to start our cruising altitude. I'm going to check on the flight plan as well. I think we'll probably go higher than 17,000 feet. Go ahead and reduce the thrust to cruise setting, and we'll speed up to 300 knots. Yeah, we're way too low down, but look at this amazing scenery. Again, one of the best places to come to. Great place to practice as well. Bizarre. It really is bizarre. 17,000 feet. It just seems so wrong, doesn't it?
Bank angle.
We're a little bit fast as well. That's probably why the aircraft can't maintain its course properly. Yeah, I'm not going to say 17,000, it seems too ineffective. Maybe there's a limit here for a reason though, who knows. Can't fly above a certain altitude because they're doing perhaps some aircraft testing out in the deserts. knows. Right, I will climb up to 34,000 feet, I think. Not in the flight plan, but I kind of feel like it. I've got
Bank angle.
LAX Centre, actually we've got ALX Centre online now, so we maybe have to contact them. Just come online. Okay, let's do that, 126. Didn't realise, they must have just come online after departure, 525. Head on the radio though, there's nobody on it. There's the airport, they're patrolling this entire area. Las Vegas Centre, November 750, Juliet Bravo, with you, 17,000 feet.
Citation 750, Juliet Bravo, Los Angeles Center, ident, please.
Let's go ahead and ident. So down here we should have... I don't know where the ident button is. Oh, it's there. I think that's how you do it. Can't quite remember.
Citation 750, Juliet Bravo, radar in contact 1 5 miles south of the Las Vegas VOR. 17000 is not going to be available for your direction of travel. Would you like flight level 200 or 16000?
160 will be fine, November Juliet Bravo.
Citation 750, Juliet Bravo, roger. Just to maintain 16000 and the Las Vegas altimeter 3011.
It said it maintained 16,301 on the local pressure, November Juliet Bravo. Getting flustered there because the inches of mercury and things are a little bit different than what I was expecting. Let's go ahead and set that, 3001. I wonder why LAX is contacting us. I thought that was ALS for Vegas, but it's actually Los Angeles. I guess that's a good thing for our flight, and then we'll get to Catalina in California, of course. We must be, are we in their airspace? I was thinking we must be in their airspace, but we're not. We'll maintain 16,000 as he says. Let's do flight level change. And let's go for the 16,000 on the cruise. I've chosen that one rather than the higher one, even though I wanted to climb, because realistically it's easiest to get to. By the way guys, the waypoint today is KAVX, so maybe there'll be a tower coming online at some point.
Delta 2927, cross Skull intersection, now to maintain flight level 250. Delta 2927, cross Skull intersection, now to maintain flight level 250.
Winds are pretty calm today as well. We've only got 16 knots. It's a tailwind.
Say that which one again, 42927?
Delta 2927, it's the Skull intersection, Sierra Charlie Oscar Lima Echo, cross Skull at and maintain flight level 250.
So cross school at and maintain level 250. 2927.
Guys, sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. Let's get to Catalina Island in one piece and hopefully burn off the majority of our fuel in the process as well. Hope you're having a great week. Great Saturday, everyone. I hope looking forward to Monday's flight too. We continue on Monday and the Balkan Adventures. Actually, I'm having a lot of fun on them. Yeah, it's super short today. Look at that. You can already see KLX on the map. Majority of these legs aren't even particularly long. We've got 8 pages, but if you look at how long they are between each waypoint, not very far at all. That's why I chose Vegas, guys. If we'd gone from California, obviously it was super quick, and if we'd gone from San Francisco, which was also on my list, it would have been too quick as well. Otherwise, it probably wouldn't be worth doing. Although then again, I'll do the Vegas and Las Vegas ones, and the San Francisco ones on my own as well offline, which is a lot of fun. So down here, as you can see, 10-15 miles really between each waypoint, not many at all, and then closer and closer. If we didn't have an arrival, we probably wouldn't get there. Just stunning scenery. Right out here in the desert, there's absolutely nothing in the area. Aside from Vegas, of course, and these sand dunes out in the middle of nowhere. Look at the detail there on the rocks here. They made a. These are those kind of rocks I was talking about, guys. They look magnificent. But then there are certain textures in the game which just look really, really bad. Thankfully, this is not that. A lot of vortex in today's waypoint, so it is in fact the Hector vortex.
2523 McCann with Oscar, IFR to San Diego.
Delta 2523 LA Center, we don't have anything in the system for you. Have resend, please.
Sorry about that, Delta 2523, just sent it over.
United 1841, then descended via the Disney 6 arrival, the Ontario altimeter 2996.
2996 and descend via the Disney 6 arrival, United 1841.
We've got nothing programmed here on our arrival, so we're probably going to be, I don't know what we were given by...
Delta 2927, landing near space to the east, altimeter center is closed. Radar service terminated, change to advisory frequency is approved. Have a good day.
Over there, over the dark side, here, 2927.
See you later, sir. EPS 7140 to the airspace to the north, Salt Lake Center is closed. Radar service terminated, change to advisory frequency is approved. Good morning. UPS 7140 in the airspace to the north, Salt Lake Center is closed. Radar service terminated, change to advisory frequency is approved. We'll see you later.
Over to advisory, UPS 7146.
Only 20 past 5. What, I just read online it was 20 past 5 in the afternoon in Los Angeles. It's 20 past 9 in the morning. Pretty early there for these guys to be online, which is great. Of course, 8 hours behind GMC side. I don't think we're going to see any sort of sight of the cities of things of California just yet, although California is still pretty much a large amount of desert in it, isn't it? But yeah, we'll be hopefully get past the Hector VOR over those mountains. We should start to see California come into view. We should be able to see the things there. I haven't really flown to Los Angeles much. It's a huge place and a huge city there with hundreds of millions of people. A lot of people.
UPS 7140, are you still on frequency by chance?
Yeah, go ahead for UPS 7140.
UPS 7140, I just saw that Salt Lake may be popping on here shortly, so monitor 125.57. That's going to be probably the Salt Lake frequency once he pops on.
Acknowledge 12557 for just wait for your Salt Lake, UPS 7140, thanks.
You're welcome, sir. Glad I caught you in time.
Delta 4998, sorry we didn't check in earlier. We're with you, climbing flight level 400. We're
back up down here. There's similar aircraft
Delta 4998 LA Center, you're actually going to be leaving my airspace shortly, so squawk 2000 for the oceanic crossing and change to advisory frequency is approved. We'll see you later.
We'll go back to advisory squawk 2000, off to 122.8, and we'll see you.
American 2453 cross. Oh, I'm sorry, American 2453 disregard. I thought you were going to Phoenix.
It's okay. American 2453.
Yeah, I usually have the Phoenix peoples this time of day, so let's just, yeah, see you going to Boston. Citation 750 Juliet Bravo, descent pilot's discretion, maintain 1 and 2000. Ontario altimeter 29906. Citation 750 Juliet Bravo, descent pilot's discretion, maintain 1 and 2000. The Ontario altimeter 29906.
November 750 Juliet Bravo, descent pilot discretion 120, QNH, weather pressure 2996. My radio calls are just getting worse, aren't they? Anyway, let's just get programmed here. So I'm going to reduce our speed a bit before we descend, and we'll set the 2996. I've got to learn not to call that QNH as I keep doing it. I just say the local pressure. I should really keep practicing that. I'm sure you guys have that problem too. 2997 on there. We're going to set it down here, so 1015. Short change. We're going to send 120. Okay, Orange County, I can see some things down here. We've got California, we've got Riverside. I think we're pretty much, like I say, over these mountains, we're going to be entering the California area, which is great. Southern California logistics, so we're sort of entering to the south of the area. California is a huge place, as I say. It spans pretty much up and down the coast, all the way up to San Francisco. So yeah, here they are, guys. Those mountains that separate the deserts from the cities. Let's get descending. Got our discretion, of course. We can take our time. Okay, let's start descending. Let's do it nice and slow. No rush.
Citation 750 Juliet Bravo, contact SoCal approach 128.05. Good morning.
Come to the approach 128.05. Thank you very much. November 750 Juliet Bravo. Brilliant. So we passed off to approach mode 128.050. Very good ATC this morning. Then again, it is, isn't it? So.
Marker 6 Charlie Alpha ready for departure runway 24.
Can't see Catalina. Is this Catalina? Yes, it is. Let's tune the nav 2. Let's get the...
Clear for takeoff runway 246 Charlie Alpha.
Alright, that's at Catalina there. That's expected. And the airport runway is very small. It's actually a little bit smaller than what we can do. So I think we need to be like...
Gas 4121.
3.5
low
feet.
altitude alert.
3,000
The
feet.
MVA in your area. Oh, actually, no, you're climbing. Disregard.
Wow, it's going to be straight in, I think. Straight in for runway 04, is it? Maybe not, but...
Gas 4121, turn right heading 050.
050, 4121.
I'll pre-select the approach, I think. Our contingent first, of course. Let's try and descend a little bit more to 12,000 feet. South California.
4121, just curious, did you ever get the runway in sight? Were you able to see the airport or not?
Negative, we weren't able to see it, and yeah, we're struggling with this this navigation system here. It's far beyond perfect, but we're working with it. Stand by.
I'm assuming that SCT is South Catalina, South California, not Catalina.
6 Charlie Alpha, radar contact altitude.
Passing 700 feet.
6 Charlie Alpha, climb, maintain 6,000.
Climbing 6,000, Archer 6 Charlie Alpha.
November 750 Juliet Bravo with you descending flight level 120.
750 Juliet Bravo, SoCal approach, speed Los Angeles, altimeter 2995, same current altitude.
Yeah, I just did that, didn't I? 2995, currently descending to 12,000 feet, November 750 Juliet Bravo.
So current altitude means I need to know what altitude is you're currently at. What is your current altitude, not what you're descending to?
Okay, so already we got one of those things. My radio's just cut out for some reason. Right guys, straight into Catalina. I have no idea what just happened on the radio. Feet. We're going to select the approach for runway 04. 04 is selected. Approach will be VOR A or VOR DB. Maybe worth doing that. And a circle approach. So let's do the SSX, SX C transitions. That's the other one there. Let's see how this goes. The Citation X, again, just slightly too big for this airport, but it's not a problem. Feet to go. 500 feet, let's just increase that. As I say, we're in the California region now, we're sort of passing over those mountains. You can see we're coming into that area, that region, South California. Catalina Island, I think, is just slightly off of Los Angeles. I may be wrong though, so let's keep an eye on it. There's Long Beach. Bob Hope, Burbank. Camp Pendleton, not familiar with that one. Palm Springs, there's a lot of places here in the States I haven't applied to still. Believe it or not, San Clementine Island is also behind Catalina, but Catalina is where we're going today, corporate, for VIPs of course. I don't think we've got any NDVs in the region, so we're just going to use our DVs. ILS things if they're available. I'm going to be just step away for a minute, we have got time till we get there, so don't worry about the plane crashing, hopefully not, and I'll come back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. So here we are, we're coming in. Looks like it's going to be a bit low level cloud in the area. Quite looking forward to this. Got the old honeycomb yoke and throttle gear set up. Working extremely well with X-Plane lately. You don't have to descend here according, but we've got quite a few waypoints until we even get to the transition level. Technically we're already at it anyway, so there's no need to worry about it. Right, and then 2,500 feet on the approach. We're probably going to need maximum braking and reverses. Missed approach, there is no missed approach, it's all hand flown unfortunately. When we get to sleep, we're going to descend hopefully to 3,400 feet. Okay, so as you can see there, that circle has popped up, but whether or not the flight plan will fly it, I don't know. Again, it's probably going to be a hand-flown thing, possibly. We could always give it a try and see if we can get the circle approach perfect. Let's go ahead and get our checklist. Turn the fan sync off. Shouldn't really be on at this altitude anyway. Descent vertical speed mode. Is that going to work? Yes. Maintain 300. Bank as required. Let's go ahead and put that off of half bank, even though it was only for like 2 minutes. Okay, below 18,000 feet, let's get the APU back on. You see guys, a relatively short flight, we barely burned any fuel. APU's not coming alive, that's a little bit worrying. APU relay engaged, come on, there we go. Let's check the iOS, make sure everything's good. This is sort of like our onboard engineer here with X-ray eyes, you can see everything going on in the aircraft. It's been relatively calm too, this is about as brutal as the weather's got here today. We had relatively soft winds as well and tailwinds. Anyway, APU on, so we're going to stick the master and the APU bleeder. Awesome. Increase slightly altitude. 3,500 feet, and we will descend down shortly. 10 nautical miles and then 30 to SXC. Easy as hell down here. We didn't bother with the anti-ice that flight either, and everything was actually pretty good. All we did was pitos and window heaters. But yeah, temperature-wise, we didn't need anything else. No warnings came up as the temperature indications actually gone off. Unless I'd put it in the wrong place, but usually we appear here somewhere. Oh, there it is. So 4 degrees. Relatively warm actually. We do need them on. Let's just stick all our engine heat on, just in case anything's accumulated there during the flight. Okay, Catalina's in sight, everybody. Sight in. It's an extremely short runway, probably not even suitable for this plane, as I've said. So we may be better off flying in a small Cessna Citation 525 or something, or even a Beechcraft Baron. Of course, you know I love that plane to death. Yeah, descent is now. Let's go flight level change. Let's start to prepare for our proper landing. So let's get the checklist back up. Let's get our landing lights on, nice and early. Let's get our seatbelt signs back on. Radio altimeter set local QNH. We have set the local QNH. So let's just go ahead and cheat and check on the map. 29998. Change that. Okay. Radio on minimums. Set that now, so 200 feet. I mean, technically you'd base it on the altitude of the airport. The airport, Catalina, is 1600, therefore the minimums are going to be 1800 feet. There we go. That gives us 200 feet there, roughly. Less than 250, let's start to slow down properly. Yes, I hope this clears up. I was expecting it to remain clear through the flight, but it's gone into proper IMC now. Or I can't see conditions. Descending pretty rapidly here, trying to maintain certain speed. Let's adjust that. About 250. Probably put the VNAV back on at this point, and it should continue to descend at decent speed. Final approach height 2,400, is it? 2,500, it's about 1,000 feet. Which is not much at all, guys, if you think about it. 1,000 feet above the ground level. And then it's all hand flown from there, so pray to God we can see something. You know, actually, if you haven't watched that Beechcraft Baron landing the other day, pretty much no visibility at all throughout the majority of the flight, and then it came into land and it cleared up. So obviously that's resulted in a good landing, but I've crashed a few times in those kind of conditions. So there's the airport, guys, number 04 at Catalina, the corporate jet awaits warm reception for the three celebrities. So let's get everything sorted. Let's go flaps to 5. Slowing down to 240. Probably a little bit quicker than that now. We go down to probably 200, I think. Autopilot approach mode. There's no approach here, so we have to skip this checklist. Let's get flaps to 15. Doing it nice and early because we've got a bit of a strange approach here, guys. As you can see, we're going to come down. I'm not sure how the plane's going to fly this, because it wants to go right over the runway, and then obviously we'll have to turn around. Let's descend down anyway to 2,500 feet. We're doing a flight level change at this point. Yes, leveled off for some reason. Okay, checklist, I think I know all this by now, so let's skip that because I know it. We can turn the anti-ice off, it's nice and warm. Looks like it's about 13 degrees outside. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take control in a second. I'm going to do a downwind leg, and let's just do it now. Let's get it off. Let's keep descending down, and we'll go round base, etc., and then final. Didn't realise how little was on Catalina. I'm assuming there's something here because everyone comes here, so maybe some nice beaches hidden away, some nice resorts, food, etc. Little town in the background. Okay, there's the. Can you see the runway? We've got visibility. Yeah, there's the runway, so we can go round out to 04. Let's tune our heading. Select our heading to 04. I hope everyone's enjoying this. I am super excited to do this as well. This will probably be my second best landing, I think, in the Citation X. Yeah, there's the approach. The pink line did in fact come up, so it would have flown all the way there and then flown down to the final. Or in our case, we're going to hand fly it. Just feels a little bit better, doesn't it, to do it? So we'll follow the pink line, but we do it hand flown. 15 degrees of flaps. Let's reduce our throttle a bit more. Increase that ascent rate.
Minimums.
Coming up as minimums already. It's strange, isn't it? Right, there we go. Left and right and turn there to base leg. Keep decelerating as we make our way round. Great if there was no blind spot on this aircraft, wouldn't it? Very, very hard to see out of it. I can barely see anything. I'm trying to fly and look around at the same time. Get our gear down, put our flaps to full. Can't see, but we can always go around. I think I've lost the airport, guys. Where the hell is it? Where did the airport go? There it is. It's straight across on the just off to the right there. I think you can see it now.
1,000.
No, I can't see that. 1,000 feet. Let's just increase that throttle. Going really slow now. We're going to end up stalling. Lost sight of it. Let's hopefully it comes back. Yes, the blind spots in this aircraft are unbelievable. I'm following both the map and this thing here, but I don't know how useful that is. Apparently we're coming into land imminently. We're only at 1,500 feet as well, maybe a little bit on the slow side. Probably over that little hill there, isn't it? One in front of us. I think we're going to have to go back up to 2,500 and I'm going to make it at this altitude. Or 2,000 feet will do. Is that the runway? There's the runway. Okay, we don't have to go back up. Let's go to 04, just off to the left. Looks a little bit of a different location compared to where I'm looking. There we go. We're going to be coming in nice and low though. Nice and low and slow, which is kind of what we need. There we go. Go around, guys. We're going to go around. I think we are, because we're not going to make that. No chance.
300. 200.
Go around for a sec.
Too low. Gear.
Back up to 2,500 feet. select, and we'll get the autopilot back on just for this go around. 2,500 feet. Flex back up to 5. Yes, maybe if we had used the FMC flight path, it would have flown it a bit more accurately, but I don't think it would have, to be honest. Anyway, back down we go, it's no problem. Left hand turn, we're going to left downwind on this one, we're kind of flying it VFR at this point. Let's get our speed brake arms before we forget. Oh, actually, you can't in this aircraft, you can't arm them. Keeping the flaps at 5 degrees left. I wonder if there's a way to activate, like a... I know you can't do an approach here, but maybe a... There's no stars, there's nothing. There's vectors. We can't do a direct and final, so that's what I'm kind of looking at. There's nothing coming up. There's missed approach, but there's no direct waypoint there to it. I guess we're going to have to go around again, and we'll come in. As you can see, the runway is tiny, guys. I mean, how we're going to do it, I don't know. So let's slow down properly. Check our landing speeds. The same V2 VAP is 126, so we don't want to go below 131. As you can see there, came in and then things went a little bit off. If we just continued on that turn, we probably would have got it lined up. Go down to about 1500 again. Just clear through those clouds, let's keep an eye out, let's try and get the blind spot out of our way properly this time. Yeah, no wonder this is a hard approach. I can see the airport, but the question is, are we going to be able to get to it again? All my heading selected on the heading mode in case we need another go around. 040, I think we'll be alright. Let's go ahead and turn a little bit more. It's right there, guys, on that ridge. 15 degrees of flaps. Let that speed just burn off a little bit, bleeding off. Don't want to go below a, let's get the flight level change off. Below 120, 131 or roughly, something like that. Not quite a minimum, it's 1700 feet. We lost sight of it yet again. No, it's up there. Got to remember which ridge it's on. 1500 feet is a good altitude there for approach, apparently. Let's just put full flaps now. Kind of entering a phase of slow flight in the Citation X. As you see there, the pitch on the nose there is higher, so we're going to be maintaining higher, lower, lower speed with a higher angle of attack. He wants to get it in nice and in time instead of overshoot. Using this as a reference again, we're going to be coming a little bit close on final. That'll have to do, won't it? Otherwise we won't ever get down in the aircraft. Damn blind spots. Is that the airport? Oh, we probably overshot it, haven't we? Was it a storm or power? So hard to see anything here. I think I just keep thinking I can see it, but again, so difficult. It is what it is. It's low, but it better be a good smooth touchdown.
300, 200, 100, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Extremely bumpy airport here. The runway's, runway almost killed us. Didn't even need speed brakes on that one, blimey. You guys saw how uneven that was awful. Oh, blimey, we may have got down safely, but I'm sure there are a few broken bones after that. Okay, let's taxi off the runway. The approach wasn't great, we're a little bit low, but even if we were coming at the normal height, you know, it would have still been a roller coaster, I think. This airport is clearly not suitable for our plane. Go ahead and taxi down. We've got a taxi to the only parking space available. There's a few on the right there and a few on the left. Just the landing lights, strobe lights off. So, back to standby on the TCAS and landing lights off. Yes, all that done there, and then we'll go to shutdown mode next. Well, I'll give it a 3 out of 5. That runway though, jeez. It's all over the place. Definitely a GA kind of runway, isn't it? Can't wait to see the bloody replay of it. Cool. So, yeah, I came in a little bit straight at that time, just a little bit of a shorter final. Road there, there's looks like there's only one space here. There's a star, of course, and we have grass parking as well. Beautiful airport. Look at this, it's got bloody plants and things growing out of it. How amazing is that? And great grass parking. Maybe we should come back and do it in one of the King Airs. There's even no taxi lines on it, which is, you know, you're in a rich airport and a rich place where there's no taxi lines. Yeah, beautiful little airport. I really like the details on that. All made out of wood. You got some, it's like pineapple trees, doesn't it? Let's drop them right to the door for the VIP experience. How about that? We probably hit the fence. That's fine. Let's get the checklist done. Parking brake is set. Taxi light is off. Throttles. Beacon lights. Aircraft doors. Forgot the yaw damper at the end there. That's not the biggest mistake in the world, is it? Should really wait, as you can see on the challenge, we're supposed to wait, but I'm getting through it nice and quick. Shield heat's off. Tax oxygen. Emergency lights. All the fuel boost off. Standby power. Avionics and ICAS. Okay. Yes, we slightly hit the bush there. I think that comes after a rough landing, guys. You just, pilots are just, you know, they're very rich. They're flying rich people, so they get a little bit crazy when they fly their aircraft, as you can see there. We've probably need maintenance after that landing, so stick around, guys, if you want to see it. I certainly do, and thank you so much for being here. It's been an interesting Saturday. Back in the Citation, which you probably need to tune up on again. Once again, thank you. Take care.